Hey guys, welcome to another module. How you doing today? Trust you are doing great. Yeah, so we're back, and today we'll be talking about margin. So, but before we explain this margin, I have to make you guys understand what is leverage first of all. And in the previous module, I've talked about leverage, and I've made you guys understand that leverage is basically the amount of money your broker is willing to borrow you. It's just leverage is borrowed funds. I use an example of for example, if you want to, raise jack a motor to remove the tire, you can't call people to hold it. It's going to be so damn stressful, and they can't hold up the energy. But then, with the help of a jack, you can just roll it, and then the car goes up and it sustains the car. So you remove the tire and fix another. So the leverage is like the broker giving you a certain amount of money for you to trade with and make huge returns in the market. You understand? And then keep the higher profits, just like less stress. So, and like we all know, we have leverages that varies from, for example, if you have an opening $100, you have $100 account and you want to open with a broker, the broker is going to ask you, do you want a 1:100 leverage or 1:500, 1:50, like that? So, for example, what this thing basically means if the broker is asking you that if you are choosing a 1:100 leverage, for example, that means the broker is giving you 100 times of your capital in 100 times. So if you say $100,000 times another 100, we are timesing because the leverage they are giving to you is 1:100. $100 times 100 is going to definitely give you 10,000, guys. 10,000. And now, if you remove your $100 from your 10,000, that's $10,000 $100. Basically, we are going to be having that's $9,900. $9,900. So, guys, this $9,900 is your margin. Guys, I don't know if you understand, but basically, this is just your margin. So your margin is the fund assigned to capital that the broker borrows to you. The remaining funds, if you remove the $100 you are starting with. So, for example, with this leverage now, your $100, you can buy 100 of 1 unit per account percentage. For example, now instead of $1, you can buy a capacity of $100 using $1 because your $1 is being ratioed to that of 100. So you have access to 100 times more of your capital. The same goes to if you're having a 1:500. That means your capital is going to be X 500. So when you remove the capital, the remaining money that you're having is basically your leverage. It's basically your margin. Sorry, that's what I mean. It's basically your margin. So I know we have seen situations. Then I would love to, explain, this equity margin, free margin call, and all of that, so that we can really get an understanding of what we are doing. Because a lot of people, the margin now, you've gotten this basic understanding because this is basically what the margin is. But then you'll notice that when you are placing a trade, the margin doesn't equate to something like this. You'd be like, what's like the margin is not equating to something like this. So guys, I'll just do a share of my screen, and then I had a screenshot, and then I'll be using it to explain to us. And basically this screenshot is no way not my account. I just got it from Google thereabout, and I made a screenshot of it just to give us an explanation on it. So guys, first of all, here we are having what? Equity. What is an equity? It is very simple. Equity, let me just use the formula. It simply means your balance added profit, or balance added your loss. Okay, guys. For example, when we are talking about an equity, this is basically showing you either your balance added with your profit or your balance added with your loss. So here now, the balance was $54,470.07, and then he had a running trade, and the profit on that trade was 0.01 USD. So if you add this equity plus this balance. The equity is now if you add this balance plus the profit, rather the balance plus the profit, 54,470.07 plus 0.01, it will be 54,470.08. This is how we arrive at our equity, guys. It's very simple. So your equity is because in as much as you have not yet closed a trade, in as much as you have a running trade, the balance cannot reflect on your main balance because it's either the trade ends in a loss or a profit. So until you close that trade before it's going to be reflecting in your main balance. But then with the profit of the trade running here or the loss, the equity does the job to add this balance added to this profit you are making, and then it will be updating you here. So if you're having a loss, it's going to be updating it, and if you're having a profit, it's just going to be giving you an update, so you know that okay, this is what I am having on this trade. Basically, guys, this is just it. Now, on equations like this, what is a margin? Now that we've understand, I'll just use this simple analogy, guys. Our margin, guys, it simply means it's the minimum amount needed to trade a pair with a particular lot size. Now, this margin was reflecting $4.95, guys. So basically, what this means is that for you to trade this particular, okay, this is an indices. For example, if we have GBP USD, okay, let me just use GU. The running trade, and you already have maybe a $50 profit, and then the lot size uses 0.20. Since this trade is running, the work of the margin currently is to show you how much you'll be needing, how many dollars will you be needing to take this particular same trade again with this same lot size. So if I want to enter this trade with this lot size, I'll be needing $4.95. That means my account balance is over 54,400. So I can even choose to enter up to 50 more of this trade or more, guys. So one of the work the margin does is it lets you know that okay, you still have enough money. Like if you minus subtract this from your capital, it's not really something. So it's making you to know, okay, yes, on this trade, I'm still safe. I can still take more position. And this is where most guys that normally do stack, this is one of the things that you, so the margin is going to show them that okay, this deck, it's reflecting that I can take more trades on this account. I can take more trades on this pair. I'm not running at a huge loss, because the margin has already given them that okay, you just need $4.95 to use 0.20 lot size on this particular trade, so I can open as many as possible. So guys, when we are talking about the free margin, like the name signifies, free. Now let me just give us a formula. The free margin, it simply means your equity minus your margin. Your equity minus your margin. Now guys, take a look at it. We have our equity here. Our equity, it is still on the running trade. That's why if you notice, this free margin and margin level does not, even the margin, most times they don't come up when you are not having a trade, because their functions is basically when you have a running trade, because they are going to be like the indicators for you to know, okay, I'm still safe, okay, I can still place more, I have to start cutting my losses, you understand, and stuff like that. So the margin and the free margin is just basically going to be, the free margin is just your equity minus your margin. Now, why is it the equity minus the margin? This is the 45, right? Let's use the calculator. So soon be as if so okay, we had our equity is $4.470 0.08 minus your margin was 4.95. Guys, we have 54465.13, 54465.12. Can you see, guys? Basically, this is just what the free margin indicates. So it's just your margin minus your equity. So then last to the margin level. The margin level. And the free margin, it just means the amount of money left after subtracting. Okay, like I said. So if you minus this, your free margin, if you minus your margin from your equity, it's just basically the amount of money left, guys. Now let's do that of margin level. Margin level. The margin level is just basically our equity. Our equity. Then we divide it by the margin. Then we times it by 100. Okay, so let's try this. So the equity was 54,470.08, right? Divided by the margin is 4.95, then times 100. Okay, guys, so we have 1,000. We have 1,145.6. We have 1,145.6. When we have 6565, we're just going to approximate, move one year and then 66. That's what we are there, guys. So, guys, this is just it about the margin level, the free margin equity. So it doesn't have to be really difficult, guys. So we'll be ending this session here, guys. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. Bye.